So, I wanted to make this video because there still seems to be many people who simply don't know how to optimize their Echo XP. Now, I've seen a lot of complaints, rightfully so, that we don't get much Echo XP in WoW, and it's true. If you spend 240 wave plates, you on average will get around 80 to 90,000 Echo XP. Now, how much Echo XP is required to fully max one Echo? It's around 140 to 150,000. So you need around 2 days worth of Echo XP to even max one Echo. However, you have to realize that this is only because the last 5 levels of an Echo are extremely steep in terms of XP, and if you've ever fed a level 25 Echo before, you'd know this. You can feed a level 25 Echo into a level 01 and you'll still get 22 levels out of it because of the crazy amount of XP that level 25 requires. So what I do, and many others have started doing as well, is you get an Echo, and instead of going straight for level 25 and praying that you get the substats you want, level it up to level 15 and tune it 3 times. And if you don't get a single crit stat, you move on, right? That is the best way to optimize your Echoes. At first, I thought it wouldn't make that much of a difference, but when I started doing it, I instantly realized, like, I actually had leftover XP quite often because of it. I no longer had to deal with the bullshit of going to level 25 and getting unlucky and never getting that second crit stat, right? So this really does change a lot, because I believe getting to level 15 requires significantly less XP, like probably half or less than half than what it takes to go to level 25, right? So do this, right? Level it up to level 15, see if it gets 1 crit stat or 2 crit stats, and then go further if you want to. I promise you, it's a game changer. It really is. It is no different to, let's say, Honkai Star Rail or Genshin, right? I think the issue people have in this game is that since this game doesn't have multiple role RNG, meaning, oh, you already have the substats, but then you also have to get multiple rolls on the substats you want in order for it to be a good piece. This game doesn't have that. You just get the substat, and the substat is permanently there. You can't add or take away from its stat, right? So people already did this in these other gacha games, right? If a relic didn't roll, let's say at level 9, 1 to 2 rolls into crit, people would just drop the relic, right? But it seems that people have a different mindset with WUA because it doesn't have this roll RNG that these other games do, and once you just get the stat to begin with, that's it. So people have a different mindset, and they start maxing all these Echoes in hopes that they'll get a crit stat right at the end. And don't get me wrong, sometimes it happens. I mean, look at this right here. Where is it? My Yin Lin, this 4-cost Echo bird I got recently, it got crit rate at the very last second. The only reason I even kept leveling this up, though, is because, as you can see, I did what I'm mentioning right now. I got it to level 15, I tuned it 3 times, and I managed to get this really high crit damage roll. Yes, the defense percent sucks, but I'm not going to be picky, right? So then I just got it to level 20. Now this is playing it risky, right? Because going from 20 to 25 is a huge Echo XP, like, mountain. It takes up a lot, and it's very risky. But I went for it anyways because I was simply tired of farming this guy for the millionth time. And I finally hit gold and got a decent crit rate roll. So now I have a double crit here using exactly the method I say in this video. Yes, this is actually a very known method. However, I feel like many people just doubt its effectiveness or haven't tried it yet. So I wanted to make a video on it because I have been asked this, and I actually got a comment on my video yesterday, one of my videos where I was talking about Echo XP, and someone told me that they were actually going to take my advice on this because I mentioned it in the video. Just get echoes to level 15 and echo XP becomes way less of a problem. He's like, yeah, I'm going to try this. Yeah, it's actually pretty smart, which obviously I didn't come up with it. I saw other people say it, but I'm glad I could at least help someone out in terms of optimizing their echoes. Okay, so that's the video. Quick video. Just learn to optimize your echoes, because yes, I am not a pure Wuwa and Kuro Glazer. I will call this game out on its faults. There is simply not enough echo XP in this game. Yes, I even defended it, right? I said it has echo XP in every mode and every store of the game, but the issue is the echo XP is either too expensive or there isn't enough of it. Because let's say you have 30 purple sealed tubes that you can get from, let's say, like the elusive realm shop that resets every like around a month, right? Or the Tower of Adversity shop. Those 30 purple echo tubes instantly disappear if you're trying to max one echo. Okay, so you lose echo XP real fast when you really start upgrading your echoes. So it is an issue that the game does need to resolve, but it isn't as big of an issue as people, or some people, are painting it out to be, right? Because I want to give you an example. In Honkai Star Rail, I invested in around 8,000 to 9,000 Trailblaze power, which is the equivalent of wave plates in this game, for my Imbibitor Lune. And his relics are mid. I'm just going to be honest. He has 2 good relics, I say. 2 really solid relics. And the other 2 only have like 1 or 2 rolls into crit, right? Like, it's definitely nowhere near like best or even good. It's more casual, right? Like, it's casual investment in relics, and I spent 8,000 Trailblaze power on that. I don't even know what the equivalent of that is, but just know that the same amount of time it took me to get those casual relics in Honkai Star Rail, in this game I was able to get a 5 set of Havoc echoes without ever farming a Tacit field at all, right? Like, this is just echo XP I collected from exploring the world and stuff. And as you'll see, although I don't have double crit stats on every single echo, it is still very good. There isn't a single dead stat on this dream list. Double crit, only 1 dead stat being HP. Not a single dead stat, again, with the highest maximum crit rate roll. Here, only 1 dead stat being defense with double crit, resonance skill, and attack. And again, only 1 dead stat with double crit, ER, and attack. I was able to get all 5 of these without ever purposely farming a Havoc Tacit field to get Havoc echoes. I never hunted these guys either. This was the only one that I hunted, okay? This took me like 5 or 10 tries to get. The rest of these were all just random drops that I happened to get, right? How long did it take me to get my Jinshi's echoes? Now keep in mind, my Jinshi's Jouet is bad. Don't get me wrong, it's bad. However, it's because I had a better Morning Ikes, but because Jouet is so much of a better echo than the Morning Ikes, it's actually fine if your Jouet is worse, because you'll still end up doing more damage just by having this echo. So yes, this isn't the best, but here, 1 dead stat with double crit, attack, resonance skill bonus. Double crit, ER, basic attack with only 1 dead stat. Double crit, liberation with ER, and then 1 crit with ER, attack, and basic attack. So I'm missing 1 crit stat or 1 substat in 2 of my echoes. However, I'm still doing very well, as you'll see. Unfortunately, I don't have Jinshi's weapon. Otherwise, my crit rate would be around 60 something percent with like 240 crit damage, right? And I'd much prefer that over the ratio I have right now. However, I kind of just have to deal with this for now, right? I have to wait until I can actually get like a crit rate Jouet. And then I'll be saved. Because if I get crit rate, it's like 22% plus a crit rate substat. Let's say it's 8%. That's 30% crit rate that I'll add on to here, making it 70%, right? So just a quick video to let you guys know, please, if you're complaining about Echo XP, you can, right? But if you're maxing your echoes and going all in for them, please understand that you are losing out on a lot of optimization and a lot of chances to upgrade or get echoes with double crit faster and easier, right? Usually what I'd recommend is, even if you level an echo to 15 and it gets 1 crit stat, if it doesn't get 2, keep leveling a couple more just to see if you can get double crit within the first 3 stats, because then it's guaranteed and you're completely fine with leveling it up further, right? Don't be like some of the min-max people out there, okay? I have had people in my I have had people look at this bird right here, okay? This is a pretty high crit damage roll and a mid crit rate roll. So, and it's double crit with attack and a crit rate main stat. And people were still judging this, okay? So don't be like the min-maxers out there. Otherwise, you're gonna feel miserable for the rest of your life trying to min-max every single echo into having double crit rate. It simply isn't necessary, right? I'll give you an example. Even with my current team, by the way, this was when my Yinlin didn't have this bird. She only had 3 Moonlit Echoes at the time, and my Jinshi had significantly lower skills. I was able to clear the tower, floor 3, with a level 70 Yinlin, basically no skills leveled up, a Verena level 50, no skills leveled up, and a Jinshi that was way farther behind. And as you can see, she's level 80. She's not even level 90. Most of these Tower of Adversity clears you see out there, people are already Union level 60, so they already have level 90 characters with maxed out skills. And trust me, it does make a difference, okay? Going from level 80 to level 90 gives you like a 15 to 20% damage boost. It is pretty significant, and you'll instantly notice it when you do these towers, right? But I'm not going to use that as an excuse, right? I also have, to an extent, some skill issue, but as you'll see, before my tower was 12 stars, now it is 18 stars. I could get, I think, 2 stars on both of the or the level 4 towers, but I can't do the middle one at all. So I might do that later on, just so I can get the extra 75 asterite, and so it can show like 22 here. But just know that you should keep saving your Echo XP, right? And what I'd recommend is stop focusing too much on your tacit fields and not on your character's levels and skills, because those are permanent upgrades, okay? You don't lose anything by it, right? And also, getting skills up, skill material, is the most annoying thing ever to grind. These gold little shits are so annoying to grind, as well as very expensive. So please level up your character's skills and levels when you can before farming tacit fields for them, right? Unless you just got the character and you don't have like any filler echoes at all, sure, put on something there, even if it's ass. Just make sure it's at least mid so that your character can do some damage, right? Like, even if I were missing like 2 echoes on my Jinshi, I'd probably lose like 40% crit damage. It'd still be fine, right? Just have mid echoes on your character and then start focusing on their level and skills, because those are the permanent upgrades, right? There's no RNG, there's no wasting it. And you need to remember that these skill domains are only 40 wave plates compared to tacit fields that are 60. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. Hope you all have a good day. Hope you all have a good night. Peace.